You chose
Okay, there it is.
micro VGs for your boundary layer energizers. Why did you choose that company?
I have found
Maybe
that
with a
micro
response.
VGs, as I have, do not have them on this white airplane behind us, and I have them on my black airplane, which is outside. I have found that when you stall in a cross-controlled stall, that the boundary layer VGs delay the spin. It makes stalls in the stall spin much more easier to control. I found that this airplane, which does not have VGs yet, okay, when you do a skidding stall, it's an immediate spin, and when you stall in my black airplane in a skidding turn, unless it's violent, you can recover immediately. And it is all 100% because of the boundary layer VGs.
Alrighty, thank you. It looks like we have an answer
We do have
for
an
our
answer
trivia
for our
question.
next trivia question. What do we have as the correct answer from the comments, Abby?
We have 35 feet, 2.5 inches from Anson Mockness, I suppose.
Nice job.
That's our Instagram winner.
Nice job.
So great job.
Yeah. And we're going to tell you all how to get your prizes
Yes.
a bit later.
We'll be in touch. Yeah, we know how to get a hold of you. We'll get you your prizes.
Here we go. Back to Steve and Steve.
Excellent. And Steve, you mentioned Steve, you mentioned a little bit earlier that you would be putting in wheeling lights.
Wheeling LED lights.
And are they just going to be on one way?
We modified the wings slightly, and we're putting one wheeling light in the left wing, and that's where they normally are, and one wheeling light in the right wing, so that for recognition, so that people can see them. Okay, you see a lot more of having two lights on each wing versus two lights right together on one wing. And they're going to be LEDs, so the voltage draw is minimal, and the life of the lens is like forever.
Yeah, so you can leave it on the whole time you're flying, because visibility is the best thing you can have in the Anchorage Bowl, at least where we're
And
from.
then we're adding wheeling strobes, and the way I'm wiring it is it doesn't have a switch. Okay, so unless you pull the circuit breaker, the strobes are on.
Okay.
And that's two things. You don't forget to turn them on, and when you land and you're going fishing and you forget your master, and your master's on, your master's on, your master's on.
I've never done that.
Okay, well, you're the only one. Okay, but it's hard because this airplane's going to have a strobe on the rudder, and a strobe on both wings, and it's going to be saying your master's on. Okay, you can go turn your master on.
Alrighty. Thanks, Steve. Thanks
No
for
one's
talking to
ever
us
done
about
that.
the wing.
No one's ever done that here in this crew. We have another trivia question. All right, trivia question number 2. Everybody ready to put your comments in below on social media? This is for another $50 gift card from Northern Lights Avionics. Here's the question. What does STOL, S-T-O-L, stand for? What does STOL stand for? Put in your comments now. And Steve and Steve are now going to direct us to another part of the airplane, the fuselage.
Alrighty. Rob, why don't you come with us? We'll take John over here to the fuselage. So Steve, the other day, Jake Huber did an excellent synopsis overview of the fuselage. Can you tell us a little bit about what's been done since the last update? I see that there's been a few changes here in the aircraft. So
Okay.
Can you tell us about this?
First of all, we got a Canad ELT, and that is Aircraft Spruce that donated the Canad ELT. And I use the Canad ELT on all my builds, and they're maybe a little bit more money than other stuff. But Canad ELT has a built-in antenna, and it has a built-in GPS unit. So if you break your landing gear and you need to walk to the cabin that's 5 miles away, and you take your ELT with you, it has an antenna and it has a GPS unit. So ARTC will be looking for you, not your airplane.
Excellent.
So that's why I use the Canad. Secondly, I use the Canad because the switch, which is not installed yet, runs off the battery power off the Canad. So you don't have to run into your batteries, you don't have to get power from your airplane, and you don't have to get GPS from your airplane, and it has a built-in antenna.
Steve, I've got to stop you. We have a trivia answer.
What is our trivia answer for what is the max gross weight of a stock? Oh, sorry about
sorry.
what does STOL stand for? That's my next one.
Ryan Garrity on Facebook got it correct for short takeoff and landing.
All
Nice
righty,
job,
Ryan.
Garrity.
So we'll be
Good
in
job.
touch for your gift card.
Right. Thanks, Steve, for that update. I see you also have an inertial reel here for the for a seatbelt, and you have 2 installed. So the front seat and the back seat. Tell us about that.
In my opinion, an inertial reel seatbelt is one of the biggest safety factors because you can still reach forward and get your flaps. You can have them loose enough to do stuff, but yet if you get in an incident, they immediately lock up tight. So I add an inertial reel seatbelt in the front, and I also add one in the backseat passenger so that your passengers don't get loosen them to where they're not safe.
Excellent. Excellent. That's great. All right, Steve. What else do we have going on here? What? Oh, these look beautiful. Looks like you've got some machined, some aluminum brake calipers here, or brake pedals.
These are Behringer Brakes, and we're putting in Behringer Brakes, Behringer wheels, and Behringer master cylinders. These are the master cylinders. And at present, Behringer builds the lightest 10-inch wheel in the market. So if you want a light Super Cub and you want great braking power, Behringer has the lightest 10-inch wheel. The reason I say 10-inch wheels is if you run 35-inch bush wheels, which we are going to supply with this airplane, they have to have 10-inch wheels. And so the Behringer is the lightest there is at present.
All right. Steve, I'm just over here being nosy. And what's wrong with the flap handle?
Well,
It's so stubby. Why is it so short?
it's short because if you have full flaps with a standard flap handle and you have left aileron, your knee gets caught in the middle. And so part of the Airframes Alaska P-stall flap STC is you're able to shorten your flap handle. So now your knee can go over the top of your flap handle and you can still get left aileron and left crosswind. So it's, in the past it was a field approval, it was difficult to get, and the only way to get it in an STC that I know of is if you buy P-stall flaps, and it's part of the P-stall flaps is shortening your flap handle.
All right. Thanks, Steve. It looks like we have another question.
We sure do. All right, another trivia question, everybody. How many notches of flaps in a stock PA-18? How many notches of flaps in a stock PA-18? Go. And back to Steve.
What are we going to win for this one?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to win an Alaska Airmen Association soft shell and a hoodie package.
We already have an answer on that one.
Really?
Yep,
All
we
right.
sure do.
All right, what do
on
we got?
Instagram, it looks like Andra Shako is the winner there with 2 notches of flaps.
Nice
So
job.
we'll be in touch to get you your airman swag.
All right, Steve, what you got?
Well, I've got one more question for you, Steve. What did this weigh? It looks pretty light. What did she end up weighing once you powder coated it?
If I recall, the fuselage that we weighed, and I got a video on Instagram, and it was 103 or 106. It was one of the two. Powder coated fuselage, ready to go. 103-ish, 106 is an amazing fuselage. Alaska Airframes builds great fuselages. I have weighed fuselages after people have built them, and they've weighed anywhere from 105 to 120.
Wow.
So
it's a significant weight
Airframes did
reduction.
awesome on this fuselage.
Excellent. Just what you need. Nothing more,
Yes.
nothing less.
That's pretty amazing. Wait, how about another question, everyone? All right, well, let's start. I said this one earlier. Here we go. The mass gross weight of a stock 150 horsepower Super Cub. What's the max gross weight of a stock 150 Super Cub? Answers right away?
Yep, you sure do.
What do we got?
We've got Brett Eglund on Instagram with 1,750 pounds. And what's Brett gonna win?
Brett, you have just won an Eagle River Nature Center yurt one night stay.
Nice.
That's a cool gift.
And don't worry if you're not local, Brett. We'll hook you up with something else.
We just had a heater kick on. We're gonna recover.
Stand by.
Compressor.
Stand by. Oh, we just recovered from some tools that came off.
It says live.
We're going to go back to Stephen Lewis and Steve Williams now. Are you guys continuing on the fuselage or moving over?
We are moving
Move
over.
over.
It looks like Santa brought us a gift.
Oh, look at that. What is that thing? That's a kind of an unusually shaped gift. Before we open gifts, what do you all think we got here?
But wait, hang on. Go ahead, Abby.
We were going to talk about how you can purchase a raffle ticket and what are some of the other prizes you can win if you're not the lucky winner of the airplane, right? So if you would like to purchase a raffle ticket, you can call the Alaska Airmen's office at 907-245-1251, or you can stop by any of our 3 kiosk locations. We have one here at Steve's Hangar, which we'll show you how to use later. We have another one in Palmer, Alaska at Glacier Aircraft Parts, and one at Northern Lights Avionics at Merrill Field. So, obviously top prize is our PA-18 Super Cub, but we have 10 amazing prizes that you can win in addition to the Super Cub. We have a package for 4 fly-in fishing from Bent Prop Lodge. We have 2 beautiful 31-inch Alaskan bush wheels from Airframes Alaska. We have a $3,500 float plane rating with Angel Aviation. We have 2 Praetor flying helmets. We have a Garmin Aero 760 GPS from Northern Lights Avionics. We have a 4-flight subscription and Century ADSB. We have 2 chances to win a $1,000 gift card from Northern Lights Avionics. They gave us 2 of those generously. We have 2 A&R headsets from Pacific Coast Avionics, and we have a Garmin Phoenix GPS watch from Airframes Alaska.
Excellent.
So a ton of cool stuff, even if you don't win Steve's beautiful airplane.
Oh,
That's
man.
an amazing and impressive list.
It is.
I wish I could win some of that stuff.
So let's open some presents.
What do you all on social media think we got in here? Give us your guesses. It's the slow reveal.
You can go make some popcorn and come back in a little
Building the
bit.
drama. We're building the drama.
The drama. Okay, Steve, you gotta help me here.
No problem. I'll help you out.
Steve and Steve, the great unveiling of the present.
You rip the fabric and pistons, or you open up nice.
I'm a ripper.
They are rippers.
All right. Wow, this is impressive. So this is the motor.
I'm gonna come west. Watch
All right.
yourself.
All righty. Steve, looks like Santa delivered you some horsepower.
He made some horsepower here.
What are we looking at here? Who did the build on this, Steve?
It's right here. Check the icon. Custom Aircraft, Richard Walker in Palmer, Alaska.
Excellent. Richard does good work. Awesome. So tell us about, so I have an 0320 on my Citabria. What's so special about this? What can this thing do that mine can't do?
First of all, if you look at the data tag, it's on this side. It has the red plate behind it, and that is the STC data tag for the 160 horse upgrade. So that is simply, I think it's 8.5 to 1 pistons, upgrades it to 160 horse. Then Richard, he has a flow bench and a port and polish machine, and he cleans the ports in the cylinders, the intake ports, the exhaust ports, and he polishes the intake tubes in the sump so that air flows better. More air is more horsepower.
Alrighty.
So he ported, polished the cylinders, intake box. He put it on his dyno machine, and according to Richard's dyno, it made 101 horsepower.
Excellent.
Good, 320, really good.
Excellent. So Steve, my starter looks much bigger than this. Is this a lightweight starter?
Supplied by Richard. It's not the lightest, but it has, for the weight, it has the best cranking torque. So I run the SkyStack carders on everything because for the weight and the cranking torque, it's the highest.
Okay. What other modifications are going to be?
Well,
will
we
this have?
added an oil filter so that instead of an oil screen.
Okay.
And other than that, it's just an engine that's going to go 2,000 hours.
Alrighty. Excellent. Thanks
Hey
a lot.
guys, can we cut in with another trivia question?
Oh, sure.
Hey viewers, are you ready for another trivia question? Here we go. This is for an OGO backpack with the Alaska Airmen's Association logo. The question is, what year did Piper introduce the O320 powered Super Cub? What year did Piper introduce the O320 powered Super Cub? And go.
And we'll give you some time to think
Yeah, that
about
one
it.
might take a little longer. We'll see. Back to Steve and Steve, I think.
Excellent. So Steve, what does an engine like this weigh at the end of the day?
These weigh, you caught me off guard, but I
Okay,
think they're
sorry
about
about that.
260 pounds.
Okay.
246.
Okay.
And that depends upon a little bit of factors, whether you have the crankshaft you have in it, whether you have a hollow crank or whether you have a solid crank.
Okay.
That can make 5 pounds difference.
Okay.
So I haven't weighed this one, but I expected about 240-ish
Okay.
is what it weighs.
Alrighty. And it looks like we have an answer for the
Yeah.
trivia
We
question.
got an answer really quick off Instagram. P-Fog Fishes knew that the right answer was 1954. So we'll be reaching out to get him or her a backpack.
Alrighty. Excellent. And Steve, thank you so much. I want to just thank you for taking the time with us today to show us around your hangar, give us updates on the build. And you have so many guys working here and helping out, making this happen. You can't see them here. You can't see all the helpers that are here during the day. Did you want to say something to them? And
It's awesome. My guys have the best crew that you can imagine, and they take ownership of this build. They take ownership of everything they work on, and so I don't have to worry about quality control. Everybody is as proud of the products that we produce as I am, and so everybody asks questions, and we all get together when we have problems, and we have an amazing corporate culture here, and so we turn out great products.
All right. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thank you so much.
Great job, you guys, and thanks for all that information. It's going to be an incredible airplane. And the other list of prizes is amazing, too. I kind of won all that stuff myself. But we do have one more trivia question left, everyone. What year did Piper... Oh, my bad. Change the card. How is an O320 primarily cooled? And this is for one night at the Anchorage Hilton. How is an O320 primarily cooled? And while we're waiting for our answers, I just want to tell you guys a couple things. Other news from the Airmen's Association. Scholarships. We have tens of thousands of dollars of scholarships that we give away every year. They are open for application, and the applications are due February 1st. It's wonderful to see how your association's dollars go to help the next generation get into GA. So, we have a trivia answer. What do we got?
Yes, Rob Hansen on Facebook knew that an O320 is air-cooled.
Nice job, Rob
So
Hansen.
He'll be hanging out at the Hilton later.
All right, all right. We got another announcement. Let's see. The airplane. With the rapidly developing situation with coronavirus, everybody's aware. Even if for some reason we don't get the opportunity to have the gathering in the way that we normally do, we're giving away the airplane May 2nd, whether or not we're allowed to have the gathering. Also, make sure that you keep in touch with Airmen's Association, get on our mailing list, or follow us on social media to find out what's happening with the Next Gen Aviators group. Next week we have a live stream broadcast that you might want to be a part of about winter flying operations. And at that, they're going to take you upstairs and show you some of the 20 member exclusive prizes that you can win.
Cool. All right, we're going to take a look at the wing here a little bit as we go upstairs. And then I want to take a closer shot at the Behringer Brakes, which you can see here.
Hey Rob, let's go.
Okay, here we go. We're going up to the loft. This is a really great place. 2-story. This place is like a museum. It's amazing. The Cub Museum. Ooh, it's nice and toasty up here.
All right, thanks for making it up here, Rob. So here's the kiosk. If you happen to find yourself at Lake Hood or one of the other 3 locations, you'll look for a kiosk like this, and you'll just follow the directions on screen to purchase your 5, 10, 20, 30 tickets, whatever you'd like. If you want more information, look for the Alaska Airmen site or the Acme Cub site on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. You can get updates there. You can go to the Alaska Airmen's Association website, and you can select in the top right corner, you can select the pull down menu, and you want to look for the gathering. When you find the gathering tab, push that and you'll find the airplane build. You can select that and all the updates are listed right in there. I want to thank you for spending time with us this evening, and I'm going to turn it over to Abby.
All right, thanks, Steve. So just to wrap up here, and thank you all for sticking with us through all of this, we wanted to give our members a special holiday treat. So if you responded to our members only invitation, it entered you into an exclusive raffle. So our first 10 winners, if you want to check it out over here, Rob, are going to get a hoodie and hat package that our mannequin is modeling over here.
Oh.
There we go. That's the ticket.
Rudolph.
So our first 10 winners are going to get a hoodie and a hat. So if your name is on this list, we will be reaching out to send you your hoodie and hat package. So thank you, members, for that. There's our 10 winners. We'll take just 1 second to zoom in on that, but of course we'll be in touch. Also, usually this time of year, the airmen are hosting 2 big Christmas parties and spending our dollars with local restaurants, and we didn't get to do that this year. So we decided we would get 10 $50 gift certificates for 10 members at local businesses, local restaurants. So if you're not local, don't worry. We'll get a gift card in your area to support a local restaurant. So here we have 10 winners of our $50 gift cards. So again, we just wanted to thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you for your interest in the raffle plane. Thank you for your support of the airmen. I want to give a special thank you to Steve Williams and his crew here at Acme Cub.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh yes, let's cheer. Let's cheer. Thank you. And a special thank you to the Alaska Airmen's board members, Steve Lewis and Carol, who can't join us up the stairs, unfortunately, due to her injury. There's Carol down there. Thank you, Carol. Thanks for everything. And that's all we've got tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas, and we will see you in the new year. Woo!
Thank you.
All right.